Hi, Kinder friends. I realized in science we've been talking a lot about snow and snow falling and how snowflakes are formed, but we never really talked about how the water and the snow goes up into the clouds and comes down and everything. So we're going to learn a little bit about that today in science. It's called the water cycle. You may have heard of that before. And this is how water and snow and all sorts of the liquids travel around the earth and travel into the sky, and how rain and snow and sleet are all formed. So it all starts down in collection, and I drew some waves down here. So the word is collection. And you can think of any time you see water gathered. So it can be the ocean, of course, is huge amounts of water, lakes, ponds, rivers, but even a puddle on the sidewalk is a collection of water, or a glass you could set out. And what happens, I have my little pointer with the world, is the sun shines down onto all that collected water and it heats it up, and the little water atoms, they get really, really hot, and they get so hot that they shake, 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 and it happens so tiny that we can't see it. But when they get so hot, they go up, they break away from each other, and they evaporate up into the sky. So the sun warms up the collection of water, and then it's called water vapor, and it goes up into the sky. It evaporates. So on a hot summer day, you could set out a cup of water, and you could see over the day, if you left it out in the sun, it would slowly get smaller and smaller because the water is evaporating. And most of the time you can't see when it evaporates. But if your parents or someone at your house are cooking, they might have a pot of water that's boiling, and you'll see the steam rising up. That is water evaporating. And so what happens is, so the sun warms up the collection of water, it evaporates up into the sky, and then when it gets up into the sky is cooler up there because the atmosphere is thinner, and it condensates. It's called condensation, and it starts to stick together again, and that's how clouds are formed. Is all the water vapor comes up, and the water atoms come together and form clouds. Well, clouds can't stay in the sky forever. They get too heavy. So then that's how it starts to gather again. All the little water particles gather again. And if it's over 32 degrees Fahrenheit, it falls as rain. It's called precipitation. But if it's colder, if it's under 32 degrees Fahrenheit, it falls as snow. And sometimes when it's in between, 33, 34 degrees, it comes kind of down as that sleet too. So it falls back down, it collects, and then it evaporates, it condenses, condensation, precipitation, collection. And it goes around and around. It's called a cycle, is another word for a circle. And the cool thing is, all the water that has been on the earth has been here forever. It's the same amount of water. It just goes around and around and around. So let's say it again. Collection, evaporation, condensation, precipitation. So that's the water cycle. And those are fancy words. I have a book I want to read to you called All the Water in the World. And it's by George Ella Lyon and Catherine Tillotson. So all the water in the world. All the water in the world is all the water in the world. We can't make new water. Water flows from the hose. It wobbles in blue pools. It fills your cup up. But where does it come from? Water doesn't come, it goes around. That rain that cascaded from clouds, meandered down mountains, that wavered over waterfalls, then slipped into rivers and opened into oceans, that rain has been here before. Thirsty air licks it from lakes, sips it from pools, guzzles it from oceans, and this wet air swirls up. Remember, that's called evaporation. Till it's all crowded into clouds where it hangs hotly around, till cool air bumps through, and honey, those clouds just let it go and rain, rain, rain. So we have condensation and precipitation. Tap dance, avalanche, stampede of drips and drops and drummings, a wealth of water. But far away, it's a different day. No sound but wind, empty cup again, dry grasses rustle, dirt's just dust. There are places in the world that just the way that the weather flows and the way the world's set up, they just don't get a lot of water. It might rain only like 2 or 3 times a year. Everything waits for an open gate in a wall of clouds, for rain sweet and loud to fill the well and start the stream. See it building up? Honey, living things dream of water, for all to drink, use in tub or sink, wash in, splash in. We all need water. This wet wonder means grow, means life will flow through tigers. Do you see the tiger hidden there? Through trees, through you, and through me. All together now. All so precious, do not waste it, and delicious, we can taste it. Keep it clear, keep it clean, keep earth green. Because water helps everything grow and keep the earth ready to go. So there's a little book about water, all the water in the world, and a little bit about the water cycle. So I hope you enjoyed our science lesson. Bye.